Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. We are discussing Devaduta Sutta. So, in this sutta, the Buddha explains the dangers of hell. How how many kinds of hell there are. So, until today, how many hell have we finished understanding about? Can you name all those hell? Do you remember the name of all those hell? Sanjiva, Kala Sutta, Sanghata, Jala Ruruva, Dhuma Ruruva, Tapana, Mahatapana. I think the last one everybody never forget. What is the name of the last hell? Avijji. So these are the 8 hell below the ground, right? When we go below from here, how far is the first hell? How many yojana? So before starting the talk, I want to ask some question to see how much you have, whether it is pasana likupama, uddaka likupama, or you understand? Whether you have written in stone, or you write in water, or you write in the sand. I want to learn. How many of you have written in the water? How many of you have written it in the rock so you don't forget? So how many messenger we can see in human realm? These messengers are the messenger of King Yama, right? What message do they give us? Coming here in human realm, what message do they give us? They remind us to do kusala. That is the message, right? They remind us to do kusala. So what is the first messenger? Newly born baby. What is the second messenger? Old person. Third messenger? Sick person. Fourth messenger? Prisoner who is receiving punishment. And the fifth messenger? The dead body. So these 5 messengers, when you see them, you should reflect accordingly, Don't say, your daughter, your son is so cute. If you say in that way, you will miss the message of these messengers. So these are the messengers from hell. They come to this realm to remind us to do kusala. So if we have done kusala remembering these messengers, then we are free from hell. We don't have to go there. Otherwise, the beings who are heedful, the beings who are heedless, they will go there. So today we will talk about the last hell, Avijji. 120,000 yojana deep into the earth, we can find this hell. Is called Avijji. Why is it called Avijji? You know? Why is it called Avijji? Why is it called Avijji? Non-stop. Nati vici antara ethati avici. In this way, the definition is given. Nati vici antara. What is antara? Antara means gap, right? Na antara means no gap. You already learned this Pali in Anantara Pachayo, Samanantara Pachayo, right? So antara means gap. Here, there is gap. Nati vici. Vici means between. There is no gap between. That is why it is called avici. Nati vici antara ethati avici. So in this hell there is no gap. Not even a slightest gap. Everything is full. Full. This hell is full of beings. There is not even a slight gap. That's why it is named as avici. So let us understand how is this hell. Let us understand its dimension. Let us understand its shape, size and form. So how is this hell? We should understand its dimension first. Chatukkano chatudvaro vibhaso bhaga somito ayopakara pariyanto ayasupati kujitore. Okay, so what is the meaning? Chatukkano chatudvaro vibhaso bhaga somito. Chatukkano, it has 4 corners. You know this hall, when you see this hall, how many corners you can see? 1 corner here, 1 corner there. 4 corners. Okay, Chatukkano chatudvaro, it has 4 doors. Vibhaso bhaga somito. So these doors are placed exactly in the middle of these 4 corners. Understand? So the door will be in the center. Chatukkano chatudvaro vibhaso bhaga somito ayapakara pariyanto ayasapati kujito. So it is, the walls are all made up of iron and the roof also is made out of iron. Okay, so you can remember like a box which is made out of iron. In this box there is 4 doors in each side, east, west, north and south. The door will be in the middle. Tassa ayomaya bhumi jalita tejasa yuta. Okay, tassa ayomaya bhumi jalita tejasa yuta samanta yojana satang paritva tithati sabada. Like this. Tassa ayomaya bhumi jalita tejasa yuta. So all this iron, the floor is also made out of iron. Everything iron is burning red. Jalita tejasa yuta. It is full of bright burning iron. You know, when you heat one iron, what does it do? It becomes red, very hot, right? So the floor is also burning red hot. The walls also, the ceiling also, everything is burning red hot. Samanta yojana satang. Yojana satang. The length is 100 yojana. The breadth is also 100 yojana. Paritva tithati sabada. So it stays 100 yojana spread out in this hell. This iron is spread out in 100 yojana, length and breadth. So you can imagine as a cube, right? A cube which is 100 yojana length and breadth. It has 4 doors and it is burning red hot. So inside this cube there are beings, you know, which are all stuffed. You know, when you see powder, when you put one powder in the ball, what happens? There is no gap between 2 powder, right? Everything is full, filled like that. Similarly, beings are also filled in this hell. No space in the middle. But avicii, we should understand there is no space. The Buddha means here by looking at three different qualities, not only the beings. No, there is no gap between three things. That's why we say avicii. There is no gap between three things. So what are these three things which don't have any gap? Jalanang satanang yatha nati dukkhasa antara balanam nivaso sohi aviciti pavuchare. Pavuchati, it is called avicii. Why? Why is it called avicii? Jalanam satanang yatha nati dukkhasa antara. See, three things which don't have any gap. Jala. Yesterday I talked about jala, right? What is jala? Jwala in Pali. In Nepali is jwala. In Pali is jala. Jala means fire, hot burning fire. So there is no gap of fire in this room. So avicii, we can say a big room. So jalanang sattanang yatha nati dukkhasa antara. So there is no gap of fire. Always there is fire. Wherever you see, this place also have fire. This place also have fire. No gap. It is filled with fire. Then sattanang, it is filled with beings. There is no gap between. So here is one person, one being. Here also another being, here also another being, here is also another being. Stuffed. They cannot, they don't have any space in between. Then, nati dukkhasa antara. Dukkha also, there is no gap in dukkha. Continuous dukkha. So there are these three things which don't have any antara. That's why we call it avicii. Jala, satta and dukkha. These three things don't have any gap. Means constantly you are experiencing painful feeling. There is not even a slightest gap in experiencing this painful feeling. No gap in the middle. Other mind cannot arise. Only painful kaya vinyana is arising. Dukkha sahagata kaya vinyana. That mind is always you're experiencing burning fire. Since the being is born in avicii, there is no gap of dukkha. There is no gap of other beings and there is no gap of fire. So question may arise in your mind. Bhante, if there is no gap, if it is so full, how can new beings arise there? It is already full, right? So if someone have to go to avicii, how can they fit? Because it's already full. Maybe such question can arise. Maybe it did not arise, but now maybe after I said this, maybe it arose in your mind. So the commentary gives a very simple example. Suppose there is a wall. When you see the wall, there is no gap in the wall, right? But if you have to nail something, can the nail enter the wall or not? Can enter, right? Similar to that, if a new being has done such karma to be reborn in avicii, he can also enter in that place. Although it seems like there is no gap, like the wall, but if we put a nail, the nail can enter inside the wall. Similar to that, the beings can also go into this hell. So how is the suffering in this hell? From the eastern wall, a big fire goes 100 yojana to the west. Then, when this fire comes out, from here also another fire is coming. From the west, another fire is going to the east. Also, one fire from the north coming to south. Another fire from south of the wall going to the north. Then another fire from the bottom to the ceiling, roof. Then another from the roof to the bottom. So there is no gap of fire, constantly. these fires are moving, all from each wall, from 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So from 6 sides always there is this constant fire. That's why there is no space. There is always fire. So the beings there are always tormented by fire. So the fire penetrates everything. Their skin, their bone, up to the bone, it burns everything when it passes. As soon as this fire passes, another is already on its way. From up, down, east, west, north, south, all these directions, the beings just have to be cooked over there, constantly cooking. So that is why it is called the most deadly hell, because there is no even a little bit of gap, always constantly suffering in this hell. So what happens, after a long time suffering in this hell, a far gate opens. So the beings, they are suffering a lot. So they run to go out from this gate. They run, but only those whose karma has finished, they can go out from the gate. So he also sees some other beings are going out of the gate, right? So he also, if I reach there, I can get out. Although he's burning, suffering, he tries. Crawling, getting up, running, again crawling, falling down. When he arrives near the door, his karma has not finished. So the door closes. Not only physical suffering, also mental suffering a lot. Then after a long time suffering there, another door in another side opens. Then he sees again the beings are going out. He runs back. When he reaches there, the gate closes again. In this way, constantly they are suffering. So this is called Avicci hell. So the lifespan of this hell is 1 antarkapa. Yesterday I already explained you about what is 1 antarkapa. So that the full duration of that antarkapa, the beings have to suffer. So now if someone karma finish, then he is lucky. The door opens for him and the fire pushes him towards this gate. Then he can go out of the gate immediately. So this up, when right, through this gate, where will he arrive? He will arrive to smaller hells. He is not free from suffering yet. So this big hell, now he can go out of this gate, but now he will fall into a small hell. Immediately he will fall into Gutha Niraya. That is the name of this hell. Gutha. Gutha. What is Gutha in Pali? Nepali we just call Gu. In Pali it is Gutha. Okay, Gutha Niraya. Excrement hell. Excrement, feces. Understand? Feces. Excrement. Understand or not? Everybody understood? Ukusala, you please say in Vietnamese. Excrement or feces, hell, Gutha Niraya. Okay, when you eat lunch, after eating lunch, where you have to go and remove? After the food digests, you have to go to the toilet, right? So that is called excrement. Useless thing when we pass in the toilet, that is called excrement. Fun, okay? That is fun hell, not fun, but fun hell. There is no fun, So this Gutha Niraya, excrement hell, when from Avicii he directly falls into the pool of feces, very smelly. Very smelly. I don't know whose feces it is, but very smelly. In this feces there lives one animal, Suchi Mukha. The Buddha say in Pali, Suchi Mukha. So this animal has needle-shaped mouth. The mouth like a needle, very sharp, very pointed mouth. Even one mosquito bites us, dukkha already, right? Can you give, if 100 mosquitoes come and bite you, how will you feel? Not comfortable, dukkha. Already 100 mosquitoes we cannot bear. But mosquito, they also have pointed mouth. They penetrate only skin. They just penetrate skin and they drink blood from our muscle, or some veins, small veins. They just drink. They don't inject very deep, right? They just inject the skin. Already very painful for us. This Suchi Mukha, this animal in this Gutha Niraya, many come. When he falls down, immediately all these Suchi Mukha come and they start to penetrate his skin. Already burning from Avici fire, very black skin, burning skin, now they penetrate. So the Buddha said they penetrate the skin. Then, no, not enough. They penetrate the muscle. Not enough. They penetrate the nerves. They penetrate the tendons. They penetrate the ligament and they arrive to your bone. Then when they arrive to the bone, still they penetrate your bone. When they penetrate your bone, then inside your bone there is bone marrow. They drink this bone marrow. They don't drink blood, These animals, these insects, they don't drink blood. They drink bone marrow. So they have to go until they can penetrate the bone. And they start drinking. In this way the being suffer. Although he is out from Avici, he goes into this Gutha Niraya. Then after Gutha Niraya, spending long time there, if his karma finish, okay. If he still have akusala karma remain, he will go to Kukula Una Niraya. Okay, Kukula Una Niraya. So what is this Niraya? Kukula Una means hot ash. Burning hot ash. Ash? Burning hot ash. So in this hell, there is hot ash, so you fall into this Niraya again. Then you are cooked, you are baked over there. The beings who are suffering in this hell, down is hot ash. Then they lie down. Then from above also hot ash cover them. So they are in the middle of the hot ash. In Nepal we roast potato sometimes. When we burn the fire, there is the ash remaining. Then we put potato in the middle, then we cover from more ash. Finish. This one, maybe low battery. So this hot ash, they are in the middle. Below also is ash, above also is ash, and they just have to be cooked, roasted, like roasted potato. They have to be cooked in this hell. Now, if I make funny, you are not scared. Otherwise, maybe everybody will run away, talking about hell. Then after Kukula Una Niraya, they will arrive to Simbala Wana Niraya. Simbala means simal in Nepali. Have you know the simal tree? You know this tree, right? Yeah, so in this hell is full of this tree. Simbala Wana. So this being arrived to this Simbala Wana. So when he arrived, suffering a lot, he arrives to this forest. How does he feel? Oh, so beautiful forest. Such nice weather, so pleasant forest. He thinks it's very pleasant. Then suddenly one Nirayapala comes. Then he starts beating him. Beating him and tell him to climb the tree. You know, when he touched this tree, actually it's not tree. This is made out of hot iron. It just looks like a tree, but it is not a tree. Hot iron. You know, with 16 finger breadth thorns. Very big thorn, blazing, fiery thorn. You know, even when we touch the rose have very small thorn, but still very hurting, right? This one have very big thorn. But he cannot do anything. This Nirayapala is beating him, telling him to climb up. So the thorn is also, you know, is like hooked. So when he is going up, you know, the thorn are facing down. So he is going up, the thorn is facing down. What happens? It will tear everything. From inside, tearing like everything. He's going up, but the thorns are facing down. So he has to go climb opposite direction. So it is tearing everything from his body. Bleeding. Blood coming out, bleeding. Very hot. But he has to climb up. As soon as he reaches the top of the tree, he thinks, oh, maybe I can rest now. Then big vulture and big eagle come to eat his, because he's bloody. They come and they start eating him. So he cannot stay up, he will come down again. But as soon as he tries to climb down from the tree, the thorn face up again. So when he is going up, the thorns are facing down. When he is going down, the thorns will face up. So again, it's tearing every piece by piece of his body. In this way, long time, he has to go up and down, only up and down, suffering in one tree. After a long time, when his karma finishes, then he will reach to another hell. You know, Assi Patta hell. He will reach to Assi Patta. Assi means very sharp, razor sharp. Patta means leaf, razor sharp leaf. So he arrives to this forest. He arrives to this forest, then he thinks, oh, maybe I can rest now. Then he lies down under one tree because he's very bloody, wounds everywhere. Then he tries to rest a little bit. A big wind blows. All the leaf from this tree falls down. And this leaf is very sharp. Wherever the leaf touch, it will cut. If the leaf touch his finger, it will cut the finger. If the leaf touch his nose, cut the nose. If the leaf touch his ear, cut the ear. So he tries to run. But the wind is blowing and there is leaf everywhere, cutting him into pieces again and again, again and again, again and again. Then suffering in this hell after a long time. So how many finish minor hell? 4 minor hell finish. So the last one minor hell. Kharodaka Niraya. You know, this is the last minor hell. Kharodaka, Khara, Udaka. So that is the combining of 2 words, Khara and Udaka. What is Udaka in Pali? Water. So Udaka, Nadiya. So this is a river, you know, in the hell there is one river. So this last hell is one river. He reaches to this river. Then you know this river is blazing hot iron. It's not made out of water. This is river of hot copper and hot iron. Then this being, you know, he is so tired, so thirsty. He tries to jump in this river to take shower and clean himself. But when he jumps into the river, hot molten iron, he starts burning. And he cannot get out. So this river sometimes brings him downstream, upstream, like this in the river for a long time, just burning, until his karma finishes. If his karma does not finish, and if his lifespan finish over there, what happens? You know, the Niraya Palaka, they come with the big hook, like fishing hook, you know, they hook him from this river. Maybe the hook so big, it catches his whole body, penetrates his whole body. You know, have you ever caught fish in your life? Have you done fishing? So if you have done fishing, you know, right? The fish, they eat this hook and they cannot run. So you can pull them. Like that, it will hook you. The Nirayapala will hook this being who is suffering in Kharodaka Niraya. Then he will bring him outside. Then what he said? Oh, my friend, how are you feeling? What do you need? Then what will he say? I am so hungry, because he haven't eaten since Avici. He hasn't eaten for many kappas already, right? He's so hungry. I want to eat something. Okay, they catch him, open his mouth and put hot iron from his mouth. Okay, you are hungry, eat this iron. Then he cannot close his mouth. They are opening his mouth and feeding him this hot iron. Then when this iron go into his throat, it burns everything. Into his stomach, burns everything. Into his intestine, burns everything, and it comes out. Even his stomach, intestine, everything comes out. Not only the iron, but it will bring together, because everything is melted, right? So when everything is melted from the lower hole, all his inner organs will come out. But he cannot die because of his karma. Then again, after saying this, he will ask, my friend, what do you want? Then this being, what does he say? I am so thirsty. Ah, you are thirsty? Okay, come. Then they will open his mouth. And, you know, very hot, molten iron and copper, they will pour down from his throat. Before was solid, no, because he said hungry, so pieces of hot iron. Now he says he's thirsty, so liquid iron. They melt the iron and copper and they pour down from his throat. So it also will do the same, burn everything, melt everything, and everything comes out from his body again. So they do this until his karma finish. So until experiencing this, if his karma finish, okay, if his karma still remain, you know what the Buddha said? He will die and reborn again in Avicii. If his karma does not finish, he will experience these 5 small hells. Then when he is fed iron, when he drinks hot molten iron, if his karma still remains, the bad karma he did, he will be reborn again in Avicii. And again the suffering begins. But if somehow his karma for hell is finished, then what happens? Okay, reborn as an animal, you know. When they reborn as animal, what happens? Usually they become carnivorous animal, like lion, tiger, like that, you know. So when they become this meat-eating animal, what happens? Any animal is okay, you know. The Buddha give 2 definitions of tirachana, animal realm. Anya manya khadika, dubbala khadika. You know, this is the nature of animal. Anya manya khadika. What is anya manya? Anya manya pachayo. What is anya manya? Anya manya, together. Khadika, they eat each other. That is why they are animal. You know, snake will eat another snake. Spider will eat another spider. Fish will eat another fish. Anyamanya khadika. Dubbala khadika also. The strong animal will always eat the weak animal. You know, the snake will eat the frog. The frog will eat the insect. The insect will eat smaller insect. Like that. So always doing panatipata as an animal. So, okay, just now they come back from hell to animal. Now what they do? Anyamanya khadika, dubbala khadika. They are doing panatipata kamma again. So where will they go back? Go back to hell. Suffer long time, come back to animal. Kill each other, eat each other. Then go back to hell. That is why the Buddha said, if by any chance beings go down, it's impossible to come up. It is nearly impossible to come up. You know, in Sri Lanka, ancient time in Sri Lanka, when Bhantes used to teach this Devaduta Sutta, you know, many Bhantes very well learned, no? The Pariyatti of Sri Lanka in ancient time, very strong. So when Bhantes used to teach this Devaduta Sutta, you know, some Bhantes say, Bhante, please stop. I want to stop my Pariyatti. Please give me some Kamathana. I want to go and meditate first. I want to go and meditate and at least become Sotapanna. Then I will come back and study. In this way, there were so many bhikkhus who went to forest and become Arahanta in Sri Lanka. You know, just because of this sutta. When they started learning this sutta, they know about the hell, you know, 8 hell. Such great suffering in the hell. And you cannot come back. You have to go again and again, round and round. So when they learn about this, even not until the finish of the sutta, they stop studying this sutta in the middle. They ask for a kamathana. They go to the forest, meditate diligently until they realize Nibbana. Then when they realize Nibbana, they are safe. Then they can come back and study Pariyatti. So, how many of you want to go back home? How many of you want to continue meditation here? You know, now is the time of Buddha Sasana. If we do not utilize this time properly, if we cannot attain at least Sotapanna, if we cannot become Sotapanna, then, you know, that is our place. That is why Balanang Nivaso so hi avichiti pavuchati. You know, Balanang Nivaso so hi. What is Nivasa? Home. Avichi is the home for Bala, the foolish person. Who are foolish? Those who have not realized Nibbana yet, you know. We can say Bala. Okay, this life we are not Bala. This life we have knowledge about Khanda. We have knowledge about Ayatana. We have knowledge about Dhatu, Satya, Jhana, Magga, Phala, Nibbana. So this life we have knowledge about this thing. We have knowledge of Kamma results. So this life we cannot say we are Bala. So Avichi is not for us. So no need to worry. But next life, okay, this life if we cannot realize Nibbana, next life if we are reborn maybe in some country, Africa or maybe in America, then what happened? We can become Bala again. If we become Bala again, if we become foolish person again, Bala nang nivaso so hi avichiti pavuchati. It is the home for foolish. That's why it is also called avichi. You know, those beings who have wrong view. There is no other place for them to go. That is, the place for them to go is avichi. Bala nang thawaro payo mokhadhira nang thawaro jamamase sathav thanani atithi tathavate. You know, the Buddha saying this way. Bala nang thawaro payo. You know, Apaya is permanent place for Bala. For the foolish person, the four woeful place is permanent place. Bala nang thawaro payo, mokha dhira nang thawaro. Mokha, what is mokha? Liberation, nibbana. Nibbana is permanent home for wise. Dhiranam, the wise person. Ariya person. Those beings who have become Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahanta. Where do they stay? What is their permanent home? Is Nibbana. Mokha dhiranam thawaro in this way. Sesa thanani. So sesa thanani, remaining place. Okay, so four destination is the home for foolish. Nibbana is the place for wise. What are the remaining places? What are the remaining places? Human realm, Deva realm, and Brahma realm. Se sathanani atithi tathavade. What is atithi? Guest. You know? The remaining realms, all the beings who are in the remaining realms are just like atithi. They are just guests, you know. We are just guests in this human realm. If a guest come to your house, okay, one day he can stay, no problem. 2 days, 1 week, no problem. If he stays for 1 month, what will you do? Oh, friend, you stay here long. Please go back to your home, right? Atithi tathavate. So this human realm, Deva realm, and Brahma realm, we are like guests. We just come for a short time. What is the permanent home for those who are not yet Ariya? For those people who have not yet realized Nibbana, what is the permanent home? Bala nang thawaro payo. Thawara apaya. The four woeful states. Human is not. You know, animal realm, Peta realm, Asura realm, and the hell. These four places is the permanent home of those who have not realized Nibbana. Sesathanani atithi tathavate. Remaining existences are only like, we are like guests. So what are we here? We all are guests. So when we are guests, we should utilize this time very nicely, very properly. We should utilize at least to practice some Dhamma, practice Sila, practice Samadhi, practice Panya, practice Samatha, practice Vipassana. Then when we can really practice the true teachings of the Buddha, we can realize Nibbana. After realization of Nibbana, okay, if you want to stop your meditation, okay, nobody will say anything. You can stop. At most, you can stop for 7 lives. You don't need to meditate. But in your last life, automatically you will meditate and you will attain Nibbana. So, okay, if you become Sotapanna, if you wish to enjoy sensual pleasure, after that is okay. Because you don't have any bad destination. Either human or Deva, just that. Remaining destination is already closed forever. So these are the hell, the 8 hells. We have finished talking about the 8 hell today. And with this, I finish my Devadutta Suttas Dhamma talk. So may you all be able to have fear of death, of hell, and may you all be able to practice meditation diligently, remembering this hell, remembering I am not free from these hells. I have to practice meditation diligently. I have to at least get some Dhamma before I pass away. May you all have this kind of thinking, and may you all can meditate to be successful and realize Nibbana soon. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
I have a question about Sotapanna's 7 lives. These 7 lives mentioned it's only about come back to this karma world, but not including the Brahma world. It's like the 4 layers of the Sankara, like Visakha. His wish is to reborn in the Brahma world, and level by level, one by one. So that will be more than 7. So my question is, if someone come back to the human world or Deva for 7 times, but if he has a wish to enjoy all the Brahma world, it will be more than 7, right?
So he can enjoy as Anagami, become Anagami, then Brahmaram, each Brahmaram move up, and just in Suddhavasa, then become Arahanta, like that. Even Sotapanna with jhana, they say jhana Anagami. Sotapanna who have jhana also, for them also, if a Sotapanna who have jhana, who have maintained their jhana, when they die with some jhana, okay, they reborn to Brahmaram, so they never come down to Kamaram. So as a Brahma Sotapanna, they will practice meditation, become Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahanta in Brahmaram itself. So there are those kinds of Sotapanna also. Many kinds of Sotapannas.
Oh, so if the Sotapanna have jhana, he can only born in the Brahma?
No, he can wish for his wish.
Oh.
If he maintain his concentration, he will go to Brahmaram. If he do not maintain his concentration, or if he wish to become a Deva or human, he is up to his wish, because he's already Sotapanna. He can choose. He also have jhana, so he can choose where to reborn.
Okay, whoever born in the hell, are they all in the human shape? Because you said that the torture you mentioned is like to the human only. But if any dog and they also appear like the human?
Yeah, no, not like human, it's like hell beings. They have big body, it's also Kamaram. So they have 5 senses, they have all senses, and maybe not, the body might not be exactly like human, like organs I'm talking about. Maybe they do not possess all 32 parts. But of course the shape, usually they are like humans.
So even the tiger,
the outside shape will be like human in hell. The hell being shape, like also Brahma shape also is like human. Deva shape is also like human. And hell beings also shape is like human.
So animal whoever die is shaped like a human.
If animal die and reborn as human, they will not be like animal, right? They will be human. Similarly, if someone die and reborn in hell, they will have hell body. Hell body.
Devadatta is mentioned, his body is so big, it's still like a human shape, like a big giant.
Yes. Until this kappa finish, he cannot escape from avicii. So again and again, because his karma is very heavy. So the karma not, although the lifespan finish, his karma not finish. So again and again, again and again. Sorry, I could not hear you properly.
If you are not a developed person, and if you have just lived a normal life, then you will be born in hell?
Not hell, but mostly the destination will be bad destination. If you do not do any good, if you do not live your life with Dhamma, then the mind delights in akusala. Papasming ramati mano. That's why the Buddha always encourages us, right? In Dhammapada. Donnan hi karoto punyang papasming ramati mano. The mind always is happy doing akusala. So if you have the chance to do kusala, do it. Don't say, I will do later. You have to do it immediately. Why? Because the mind has a habit to be happy with akusala. That is the nature of normal people's mind. They always are happy in lobha, dosa and moha. Always staying with these three dhammas. So if you have your whole life lobha, dosa, moha, you don't do any good karma, then mostly the destination will be 4 woeful states. We cannot say hell, but one of the 4 woeful states. Balanang Thawaru Payo. Here also not mentioned hell. Payo, apayo. So for the fool, permanent house is 4 realms. The lower realms, apayo. Any question in Zoom or not? Maybe everybody's scared. No need to be scared, you know. You have the Buddha's teaching with you. You have the practice, Sila, Samadhi, Prajna, so no need to be scared. Just follow the Buddha's teaching. You are safe. But this is just for your general knowledge. I talk about hell.
Bhante, suppose if the conscious person will die in coma like that, in a coma state, the paralysis state, let's say, so he can have a good destination because that time his mind is like moha, something like.
Not moha, bhavanga. Is only bhavanga.
Can also like
not moha, not moha, not moha. Bhavanga will be kusala, kusala vipaka. As human, if he is in coma sleeping, is bhavanga chitta. So we cannot say moha. It's bhavanga.
So not like bad destination.
Yeah. So if he is a virtuous person, if he has done good karma, if he has good meditation, then no need to worry for him.
So, Bhante, does that mean anybody, any human, if is dying during the coma, most probably he will be born as a human?
No. Depends on his karma.
So, although in the coma it's bhavanga, but maybe at the last moment some other karma will arise.
Yeah, bhavanga arises all the time. Bhavanga mind is just resultant consciousness. You know, when we sleep also is bhavanga. Even right now, during this Dhamma talk, thousands and thousands of bhavanga is arising in you. So it's just life continuing to sustain the life. You know, it's bhavanga is working to sustain the flow of life. So when someone is unconscious, okay, other mind will not arise, only bhavanga is arising. So when he is about to die, okay, near-death mind process will start. So in this near-death mind process, what nimitta will appear? Either gati nimitta, kamma nimitta, or kamma, something will appear. So although he is in coma, one of these nimitta will appear. Based on this nimitta, he will take reborn.
But bhavanga will take the past object, past life object.
Yes.
So if the purchase person, past life was something like bad destination. So that time if you in coma, then you will take that destination object.
But bhavanga object is not relevant to near-death moment object. Bhavanga object is Bhavanga object, finish. It is not relevant to the near that moment.
And Bhavanga always take the past life object.
Yeah.
In the past life object, by unfortunately, you was a bad person.
Then if he is reborn as a human, although in his past life he is bad person, but some kusala karma give result as human, right? So the object will be kusala. Understand, Bhante? Without having kusala object in the past, how can one reborn as a human? It's impossible.
He will cut a person, even he is a bad person. Due to some random karma, he will be a good.
Yeah, okay, I understand your question already, but you are not understanding what I am explaining. So although it's like that, if you are reborn as a human, so should be kusala karma vipaka. Without kusala karma vipaka, no one can be reborn as human. So his bhavanga will take kusala. Yeah, kusala. The object will always be kusala. Yes. For human, bhavanga will always be kusala. It can be somanasa sahagata or upeka sahagata, jnana sampayukta, jnana vipayukta, depends. But always will be kusala. Because it is kusala vipaka. Human is kusala vipaka. Okay, so we can share merits, or anyone have anything else? Otherwise, yesterday we share merit, then many questions come again. So
My just simple question.
yes, Bhante.
When in the head, when the Yama will ask that, it doesn't arise the sense of uneasy when you see the board outside. That time, by seeing the danger of the place, suddenly the things come like, and maybe I sitting and think about something like.
He cannot remember at that time.
By any means.
Yeah, he cannot remember. He cannot do. That is already late. Late in that realm, he cannot do any kusala. In hell is the place where you can only suffer. Even you cannot do any kusala. Even if bodhisattva arrive to hell, one time I asked Sayadaw, when bodhisattva go to hell, they are suffering. Okay, bodhisattva cannot go to Avici, but another hell they can go. So if bodhisattva arrive to the hell, can they fulfill Khanti Parami? I asked Sayadaw this question. Because they are suffering so much, can they fulfill Khanti Parami? So Sayadaw say, hell is a destination where you cannot do any kusala. So even they cannot fulfill Parami there. Yeah, that is like the place to suffer our bad deed, It is only for suffer. Because of our past karma, we have to go there to suffer. Yeah, only painful, only suffering, constant suffering. Yes.
Okay, here's an online question. Dear Bhante, is doctor not Dhamma Avijji career? That means we should not pursue as a lay person?
Yeah, doctor?
Yes. Is doctor not a Sama Avijja career?
It is good, as a doctor you are saving other people's lives. So depends on what kind of doctor, There are good doctor, bad doctor. So it depends. Actually being a doctor is very good ajivika. If you have good mind, really want to help beings who are suffering, who are sick, if you really want to treat their illness, then that is very good karma. Because of that karma, with your kusala chitta, you are helping. So many lives you will not be sick. So it is very good earning. But if the doctor is, very corrupted. Sometimes we can see in the news, right? Very bad doctors. They charge a lot of money. Just for small thing, actually they charge a lot. So yeah, if some doctor do like that, of course it will be not samma ajiva. So depends on personal practice. But as a doctor generally is good practice. Being a doctor is good practice. But you should try to control the mind and make it wholesome.
But to be a doctor, when they are learning, they need to do some anatomy.
Anatomy is cutting dead body.
But also sometimes for some small animals, like the white mouse.
If they kill live animal, then okay, panatipata, they have to suffer for that. But cutting dead body to study is no akusala. They can do asubha meditation together with learning.
So what should we do if the teacher asks us to kill a small mouse?
Yes, don't kill. Don't kill.
Okay.
Even if you fail or if you don't get marks, is okay.
I think 12 class they dissect the frog. They
Yeah.
live frog, not dead.
Yeah. Live frog, they have to dissect in biology class.
Biology class.
Yes. No, we should not do that. If we do, then we have panatipata karma.
Okay, I heard about we must share the merit to Yama, and if we roll the Yama, we ask question if not, we Dhamma.
I hope nobody can meet him. Better, no? If we do not meet King Yama, is the best.
Only one question. And some people go to coma, and some drank a lot, and he got unconscious. The same thing.
Yeah, the mind, when they are unconscious, is bhavanga mind.
Same thing, no?
Unconscious
So
is
drinking
bhavanga.
alcohol is some like a breaking shila.
Yeah.
So that time he died. It's the same thing like a coma. People die.
No.
Conscious coma die
No.
and this, but the mind is the same.
For this, Bhante, I think I have to explain deeply about the death process. If you understand death process, then it will be clear. So, near that moment, whoever person dies near that moment, Maranasana Javana arises. Only when Maranasana Javana arises, someone can die. Before Maranasana Javana, any mind can arise. Okay, we don't care. Can be bhavanga, okay, can be eye door, ear door, nose door, tongue door, body door. But Maranasana will always be mind door. It cannot be eye, ear, nose, tongue. It cannot be five sense door. It will only be mind door process. So when this Maranasana Javana arises, okay, five Javana will arise. These five Javana, when they arise, they will take one object. So this object is determined with Garuka Kamma, Asana Kamma, Achinna Kamma, Katatta Kamma, in this order. So if the person who have done Garuka Kamma in his life, the nimitta, in the object of the Maranasana Javana will be Garuka Kamma. If Garuka Kamma cannot give any place, then will be Asana Kamma. If that cannot give place, will be Achinna Kamma. If that cannot give place, then only Katatta Kamma will give in the very last. It can raise up and the nimitta will appear as the object of Maranasana. Then depending on this object, they will have new Patisandhi, new life. So, if a virtuous person dies, usually because he have habit of good deeds, if he have, before going to coma, if he had jhana attainment, if he had jhana, very strong jhana in the morning he enter into one jhana, very strong jhana. Then he come out from jhana, maybe something happened, he went to coma. Then afternoon he pass away. Where will he go? He can go to Brahma Vayam because he have not lost his jhana, right? But if someone drink alcohol, they go to coma. Where will he go? We cannot say what kind of karma did he do. So like that. Are you clear now, Bhante? That's why jhana is garuka karma. If you do jhana, if you have jhana until your that day, until you are about to die, if you still have your concentration, you don't have to worry how you are about to die. Whether be it plane crash, whether be it car crash, whether be it heart attack, you don't have to worry. Because if every day you have habit of entering into jhana, however you will die, that is garuka karma. So based on your practice, if you have practiced fourth jhana very nicely, you have habit to practice fourth jhana, then fourth jhana will give result. If you have practiced first jhana very nicely, then you will have first jhana, depending on your desire, your tanha towards this jhana, whichever jhana you like the most, whichever jhana you have the craving. So based on those craving, it will give result. But the thing is, you have to be able to enter into jhana before death, like near death moment.
What if somebody if they shot from the back, maybe from the back, so it's a very few moments that time.
Yeah.
So but if in his lifetime he has practiced jhana many times, so that also saving.
Yes, it will save him. It's garuka karma. But before that incident, he should be able, he should not have lose his concentration. He should not lose his concentration.
I mean, like he just walking somewhere.
Yeah, yes, Bhante. Although plane crash, heart attack, I also say heart attack, right? So we don't know when we are going to get heart attack. So although heart attack or anything, he have garuka karma. So he will be saved. That will give result.
That pain moment.
Yeah. The nimitta will come, take object, he will die. Even split second, but for the mind is even 1 second, many billions of mind can arise. This Maranasana will only fight javana. It does not even need 1 nanosecond. It can happen within very, very, very short time. That's why if we can maintain our jhana, then it is very safe. No need to worry about that. Because for sure it will give result.
Bhante, here's another question. Dear Bhante, what kind of dosa and loba will give the result to be reborn in the hell, which are not?
We cannot separate like that, like this dosa will give rebirth in hell, like that. No, is not so clear. Usually, any karma, karma visesa achintaya, so we cannot exactly decide this kind of dosa or this kind of loba moha will give. But for sure, if you have done dosa to those persons who have good sila, who have jhana, who are sotapanna, sakadagami, like that, then for sure the karma will be heavy.
And the second question, dear Bhante, what are the requirements to become a Patisambhida Jnana Arahanta?
This I think I explained already in my Kamma Pachayo, right? They should learn Pariyatti, learn Pali, with great, they should memorize Pali, they should memorize many stanzas in Pali, they should read Pali, they should practice up to Sankarupekanyana, they should listen the Dhamma with great respect, and they should ask questions which are in the Pali text, the questions in the commentaries. So they should have studied commentaries, and they should also listen the Dhamma with great respect, practice Sankarupekanyana, up to Sankarupekanyana, and also have to have memorization of Pali Suttas. So this, when you can do this life after life, whenever there is Buddha's dispensation, life after life, if you fulfill these 4 things, then it will be required kusala karma for patisamvidanyana. Okay, late already, we should share minutes now. Idame punyang asavakhaya mahang hotu. Idame punyang nibbanasa pacayo hotu. Mama punya bhagang sabha satanang bhajemi te sabe me samang punya bhagang labhantu sadhu sadhu sadhu.